Hey guys, Miss Osuna here. Let's create our croquis body. We're going to do a very simple pose. Here are some examples. Start off with the oval and the straight line. Your oval is about 1 inch from the top to the bottom. And now measure so that each head space from the top to the bottom is 1 inch. And draw a line all the way down, marking 9 head spaces. Now let's add our shoulder guideline. That's at 1.5. So the left is higher, right is lower, and our waist is at 3. The guidelines are opposite. Place your neck. That's a parenthesis facing left slightly. Measure from the top to 1.5 and mark that distance. So that's 1.5 inches wide from the left shoulder to the right, and then add your shoulder slope. Make sure you don't go beyond those marks. Now the left side has a strong curve. The right side is a little flatter curve. And now put in your bust guideline. Remember, the bust is parallel to the shoulder. Right side bust is a little beyond the body. Go on ahead and connect it to the shoulder and under the bust down to the waist. Now for the left side, darken that shoulder to waist curve. And now the opposite side of our body on the waist down. The right side has a curve that's harder, the left side is flatter, and then put your guideline for your crotch at 4.25. Same distance for the width of the shoulder as for the hip. All right, put in your frowns for your bikini bottoms and a smile for the waist of those bikini bottoms. And let's move on. The left leg is going to be our anchor leg, and it comes slightly to the right at 6 and then back to the left of our vertical at 9. Put in your toe smile at 9 on the left side of our vertical line. Now let's draw in the kneecap side and then the hamstring side of our thigh. Calf muscle, parenthesis facing right, and drag that down. And going ahead and put in your modified front view toe. Next, find the center of leg number 2. It's going to hide a little bit behind leg number 1. And that guideline goes straight down. Put the toe smile in first, and then the diagonal lines going up toward that ankle. Now you can go back in and draw your upper thigh. Again, it hides behind the first leg a tiny bit. Now your parenthesis shapes for your lower leg. And now you have your legs. Now let's move on to the arm. On the right side, it's going to hide behind that hip. So guideline goes straight down. And then on the left side, it's going to go diagonally slightly left, and the underarm aims up towards the bottom of our bust. And then we're bending that elbow. So go on ahead and put a horizontal line at that elbow, and your hand is going to be turned downward. So start with that letter N for the top of the hand. Then quickly add a W for your knuckles. Now your diagonal line segments for the actual fingers, and your smiles or your J shapes for the fingertips. Now let's grab some white paper to put under our drawing paper. That'll just help us to see through the layer a lot better, because we're ready to transfer this to marker paper. So white paper goes underneath, because we're not using a light box here, but you should be able to see through it just fine. Take your marker paper, put it on top. Now in this case, I'm going to turn my marker paper diagonally so that I can capture the full drawing from the top of the head down to the toe. And then go on ahead and simply start to trace this sketch. Gently trace this onto marker paper. This is a very simple and quick way to transfer if you don't want to have to rub your sketch onto marker paper with tracing paper. I'm Miss Osuna, and I'm so glad you allowed me to accompany you on your fashion journey. Thanks so much for watching. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, happy sketching!